These are two bands who tried way too hard to be the next Led Zeppelin, and one band that was worthy of the crown. Ever heard of a band called Kingdom Come? 1988, their self-titled debut album sold over 500,000 copies in the first few weeks. When their lead single Get It On hit rock radio, fans genuinely thought Jimmy Page and Robert Plant had secretly reunited. To this day, the comment section on Get It On's music video is littered with people pointing out how shamelessly it rips off Kashmir. But you have to give it to James Kottak. He nailed John Bonham's thundering wide open drum grooves down to the exact snare tone. And any drummer will tell you that is hard to do. But the backlash was swift. Critics dubbed them Kingdom Clone. Gary Moore released a brutal parody song, and the hype evaporated overnight. But it got worse. Nearly 30 years later, rock sales were plummeting. Guitar music was dying in the pop charts, and the corporate labels were completely desperate for a savior. Enter Greta Von Fleet. Four young dudes from Michigan who were immediately handed a massive major label record deal before they even released a full LP. At first, the hype was crazy. Singer Josh Kiszka had Robert Plant's high register wail down to a T, and his brother Jake had Page's Gibson SG riffs down pat. But then came their fatal mistake. When asked by reporters, the band blatantly lied, claiming that Led Zeppelin wasn't even a main influence on their sound. That denial, paired with a notoriously terrible Saturday Night Live performance and one brutal 1.6 review from Pitchfork, completely stalled their mainstream momentum. So who actually earns the crown? In my opinion, none other than Soundgarden. What makes Soundgarden the true spiritual successor to Led Zeppelin is pure authenticity. Chris Cornell, Kim Thayil, Matt Cameron, and Ben Shepherd were far from sound-alikes. They never tried to dress like 1970s rock gods or copy Jimmy Page's stage moves. Instead, they inherited Zeppelin's dark, mystical, heavy DNA. Drop-tuned, sludgy blues riffs on tracks like Outshine, and Chris Cornell's terrifying 4-octave range on songs like Slaves and Bulldozers captured the exact same acoustic to heavy dynamics that made Zeppelin legendary. To me, making Soundgarden the undisputed Led Zeppelin for the next generation. Let me know what band you think was the next Led Zeppelin, and keep on digging.